Welcome to the athlete's secret weapon. Before we get into this, understand something most athletes miss. Your performance isn't just physical, and it's not just mental. It's all connected. The way you think, the way your body responds, the way you handle pressure, your breathing, your awareness, it all works together. And when that connection is off, you feel it. But when it's aligned, everything slows down. Everything feels clear. And you start playing at a different level. You play in flow. That's what we're training here. Not just your mind, but your mind, your body, and your connection to something bigger than the moment in front of you.
Picture this. Final minutes, turnover in your hands. The locker room is quiet and every face is waiting. Some hopeful, some tight. One player looks at the ground. Another is breathing fast. The coach says, next play. But inside that huddle, a tiny spark of tension just started a fire. What if 3 seconds could stop that spiral? What if a tiny pattern, shared between teammates, could turn that heat into steady focus instead of an avalanche?
You ever notice how tension spreads? One player's jaw tightens, and suddenly everyone else feels it, even if they don't say a word. That leak is real. Neuroscience calls it social contagion. In team moments, bodies pick up on microsignals, breath, posture, eye contact. Those signals shift rival systems from perform to protect. The problem isn't that people are weak, it's that the team hasn't trained a shared way to return the nervous system to baseline quickly.
I've seen it 1,000 times in games. One mistake, and suddenly the sideline looks 5 steps away. Coaches yell next play, but the team hears pressure. You can't fake calm in that split second. You need something everyone actually does together so the group resets. If you don't have that, mistakes spread like wildfire. Trust gets thin, and the rest of the game feels heavy.
That's the pain. You try to rally, you say the words, you tell yourself to breathe, but it doesn't stick. The voice inside a huddle, don't mess up, becomes louder than any coach cue. And here's the trap most teams fall into. They treat pressure as a solo problem. 2-minute timeout, solo pep talk, visualizing a routine. You can do all of those and still watch one player's anxiety cascade through the group. So how do we make the team itself the tool? How do we use the group to regulate the group?
The lie is obvious when you look for it. It's not confidence alone, it's not motivation, and it's not even skill in isolation. Those matter, but they don't stop social spirals. What matters here is nervous system alignment, what researchers call social synchrony. When teammates sync breath, posture, or rhythm, their heart rates and attention patterns move closer together. That creates shared safety. Shared safety means the group can tolerate mistakes and keep performing. So if you want to stop a spiral, you don't only fix an individual's head, you realign the system that's actually doing the performing.
And it's practical. We tried this on my team last preseason. One simple pattern everyone learned, practiced, and used. It wasn't some long meditation, just a fast, repeatable pattern we could do in the huddle, on the bench, or after a turnover. The moment someone slipped, the next person didn't have to chase them out of their head. We brought them back into the group, into the moment. That changed how we finished games.
All right, here's the good stuff, the secret weapon. It's called Team Sync, and it takes 3 seconds. One tool, repeatable, team-based. Step 1, lock quick eye contact, half a second. Make it mean, I got you. Step 2, a shared soft exhale together. Synchronized breath releases built-up arousal. Step 3, a 2-beat physical cue. Brief touch, fist tap, or a synchronized nod on beats 1 and 2. Step 4, a 1-word anchor set in unison on the second beat, a short trained word like reset or locked. Put together, it looks like eyes meet, exhale together, 2 beats with a small contact, and 1 word. Total time, roughly 3 seconds.
Why this works? Eyes trigger social engagement networks. The shared exhale downregulates sympathetic arousal. The 2-beat cue creates temporal predictability so everyone's nervous systems align. And the word anchors intent. Now the body knows what to do next. Importantly, it's non-judgmental. The pattern doesn't say, you messed up. It says, we're here,
together. That shift from an internal critic to a shared regulator is what collapses the spiral.
Make it trainable. Run a 5-minute drill at practice every day for 2 weeks. Drill 1. Pair up, 30 seconds eyes only, 30 seconds breathing together. Drill 2. 3 sets of the 2-beat touch with the anchor word, increasing speed. Drill 3. Full huddle integration. Simulate a mistake, then do team sync and immediately run next play. Track it. Ask players after each rep how steady they felt on a 1 to 5 scale. Repeat until the pattern feels automatic and not awkward. The goal is muscle memory for the nervous system, not theater.
Okay, demo time. Marcus, walk us through a live 3-second team sync between you and me. Call out the steps as we do them so listeners can copy the timing.
Cool. Eyes meet. Exhale together, soft and full. 1, 2, touch the shoulder, say reset on the second beat. Ready? Eyes. Exhale, 1, 2, reset. Done. That felt immediate.
Exactly. Physiologically, that shared exhale is shifting vagal tone, even if just slightly. The 2-beat rhythm creates a predicted timing window, so everyone's attention snaps into the same rhythm. The quick touch signals safety without building drama. The word compresses intention. It's a memory cue that propels the team forward. The timing matters. Too slow and arousal stays high. Too long and you create rumination. 3 seconds is short enough to interrupt the spiral and long enough to realign systems.
And a practical note, make private versions too. If you're worried about opponents seeing cues, adopt subtle signs. A palm brush against your thigh, a soft exhale under the helmet, or a micro nod. The rhythm and intent are what matter, not the exact motion. Keep it adaptable so teams can own their version.
Now, imagine a season where every time pressure tries to pick you apart, your team has a trained habit that returns everyone to baseline. You become the unit coaches trust in late-game situations. You stop watching one mistake bleed into the rest of the game. Identity changes. You stop being a fragile team and become the group that shows up, steady and predictable when it counts. That kind of reputation wins tight games, and it makes practices more efficient because your group-level regulation is cleaner.
Contrast that with what happens if you don't train this. Micro-tension becomes a chronic pattern. Teams get reactive. They emphasize punishment over repair and players overcorrect. That leads to inconsistency and loss of trust. Training team sync creates a safety loop. When one player stalls, the team doesn't escalate. It regulates. That's not fluff. It's a performance multiplier.
So here's the ownership piece. Nobody else can install this for your group. Coaches can cue it, but players have to practice it together. Commit to the 2-week plan. Put it on the clipboard. Make the default in huddles. Reward it when it happens. If you skip practice, you skip the payoff.
Your challenge? Try Team Sync in your next 2 practices. Record a 10-second clip. Doesn't need to be polished. Show your team doing the 3-second pattern and post it to social with our handle @theathletesecretweapon and the hashtag TeamSync. Tag your coach. Tell us which variation you used and one metric you tracked. Did perceived calm improve? Did the bench energy change? We'll reshare good examples and spotlight teams doing the work. Let's be real, this is a social skill. So show the work publicly and put pressure on yourselves to practice it. Let's get to work.
If this podcast hit for you, don't just listen and move on. Own it. Because this isn't just about what you know. It's about how you show up. Your mind, your body, your habits, your awareness. It's all connected, and it's all your responsibility. And when you start taking ownership of that connection, that's when things change. That's when you are free to play your best. That's when you become the elite athlete you are. Have fun, play hard, and we'll see you next time.